some care tips because mine desperately needs to be repotted. So if you can see those roots, like I have ignored this plant too long and I feel so bad for the way that I treated this plant. So right now I have it in this like makeshift high humidity dome, and it lives inside my IKEA greenhouse cabinet. So I have it inside of this humidity dome because my IKEA greenhouse cabinet doesn't have the level of humidity that this plant needs to survive. So I would even say that this plant is like a terrarium plant. It thrives best in like a super high humidity setting. Begonia amphioxus is very unique and special and pretty uncommon. This is like a plant that like you won't really see. I think over the past maybe 5 or 6 months, I've maybe seen it out the corner of my eye at Cityscape. I wasn't really paying attention because I was looking at their Thai constellations, but I was like, is that a Begonia amphioxus? I think they have Begonia amphioxus. But yeah, this begonia is very, very cool. You can just look at the coloration and like the spots. It's just very beautiful. And amphi means like both. So what they're talking about is like the shape on both sides, which is very like special to this Begonia amphioxus. And another thing, this plant is very, very sensitive. So I never touch the leaves of this plant. And I think that's why it's like as beautiful as the day that I bought it. So it's just so gorgeous. As well as if you're interested in Begonia amphioxus, I would find a shop that sells it and not order it online, because this plant does not do well in shipping. Like, you're gonna lose some leaves. Yeah, this is a really beautiful plant, and I'm gonna put it in some soil that's very similar to what it already has. Y'all know that I really like to add a lot of perlite and aeration to like my soil mixtures, but I ain't doing that to begonias because they need as much like, I feel like they don't need all that that like aeration in the soil. Like, I feel like they do pretty well in like a regular mix. Like, I'm gonna put it in a mix like this, which actually has a lesser amount of perlite than like what it's in right now. But also this container doesn't have a drainage hole at the bottom, as well as I always have like a little bit of water at the bottom of the container that it's in. So I have it in there like this so that it can always be like constant humidity. And the placement of this plant is in a corner furthest away from the grow light inside of my IKEA greenhouse cabinet. So I didn't want to put it close to the light because I feel like it would burn the leaves. So again, like I said, this is a very like sensitive plant. So today I'm going to repot it. I waited very long to repot it. But I'm just gonna hope for the best and hope that she doesn't get mad at me. So about 3 months ago, I got this container at the thrift store, and I was like, that would be a great container for my Begonia amphioxus. So I'm gonna rip this angel. Look at her. I'm gonna rip this out. I'm gonna clean it out, and I'm just gonna repot it. I'm gonna repot it like this. And I think that, you know, there's more space in here. And during the time that I had it in this container, probably the past 5 or 6 months, I only opened this container probably 3 times. So I don't like let it air out or anything like that, because again, they need a lot of humidity to thrive. So when I first got this cutting, it didn't have like a established root system, but you can see now like the root system's crazy. Like, it's wrapping around, busting out the soil. Like, I should have repotted this a long time ago. So I'm gonna rip out this angel, clean out this repot, and I'll come back to just show you guys what it looks like. Hey guys, it's me from the future. So I just wanted to give you an update. It's been 12 days since I made that video, and I wanted to tell you 3 mistakes that I made with this Begonia amphioxus. Okay, so first things first, I was rushing, and
I put it in a different location than it had already been in for the past couple of months. So it got a brighter light situation than what it was used to. And I just think it didn't really do well with that. I mean, it looks okay, but not as beautiful as it used to look. I got this damaged leaf right here, which I think is for a few reasons. So first, I overwatered it when I put it into this container, and the way that I kind of fixed that is by I put 2 tampons in there, guys. So it sucked up like the additional water. I think it's like okay, but I really feel like I should have took out more water. I actually ended up adding more perlite to that water. I just kind of like matched what it was already in. And the third mistake that I made was when I was putting it inside of this container, I touched the leaves. I had to, because I had to like position it. So I think those are the reasons why I got this. And you know, it could be a little bit of transplant shock. You know, it was like too many changes at once. But it's not terrible. I'm gonna open the lid. Oh yeah, it's still really pretty. I just got those 2 damaged leaves. This one in the back is a little damaged from when I was like touching on it. And then again, this same one that's like kind of damaged right here. So yeah, that's really what's going on with this. It's an update. So yeah, let me know if y'all have any like tips or if you have any questions or anything.